It seems that being a strong, independent woman is more popular than Jesus Christ right now, so we're going to move with that same energy, and today we're going to talk about the top 5 reptiles that don't need no man. It's so toxic. Anyway, here we go. Coming in at number 5 on the list is the whiptail lizard. There are about 15 or 16 different species of whiptails, I think. Most of these produce asexually, parthenogenically. They don't need no men, but their DNA changes from time to time. This animal is rather common in the hobby. You can find them right now on Morph Market. Whiptails to me almost look like little tegus. Anyways, they come in a whole host of colors too. Like I said, you have your just common ones that are like brownish and black with white lines and dots, stripes rather. Or you have like your reds, they'll be like black halfway, red the rest of the body. Your rainbow whiptails, which are green and blue and red and orange. They literally have almost every color in the spectrum. Very beautiful animals, but like I said, these animals reproduce parthenogenically, so yeah, that part's gonna be rather easy, right? And this is a terrestrial diurnal animal, so set up your enclosure accordingly and easy on handling unless the animal trusts you, because they will drop their tails, and their tails are beautiful. Coming in next on the list, we got garter snakes. Now this is an animal I can't wait to work with. In fact, I'll probably be working with them really soon. They come in a whole host of colors also, from brown and black to blue and black, red and blacks. You got the albinos, so the black is missing. These animals are absolutely beautiful. You can keep them in groups. They're easy to feed. Now these animals are native to northern and central America, literally everywhere in North America. You can go outside, you can find garter snakes almost anywhere from Florida all the way up to Canada. No cap. If you're working with this animal in captivity, you can look for this animal to be around for about 10 to 15 years, maybe even longer, depending on, how good you take care of these. And I had no idea that they were out here reproducing parthenogenically. This is insane. The fact that they stay in groups and they'll reproduce like that, that's crazy. Now they do reproduce regularly also, right? If they have access to a male, then they will reproduce normally. But, and this is something that a lot of other animals are taking on too. Like if they don't have access to a male, the female just starts putting out like carbon copies of herself. But it's raining. And this is an animal that I'm gonna have a lot of fun working with. They come in so many different colors. They're loaded with personality. These animals are just very personable, easy to feed, relatively easy to take care of. Like I said, garter snakes are absolutely amazing, insane. Now coming in next on the list, copperheads. Yep, I didn't even know it, but it makes sense. Copperheads are out there reproducing parthenogenically. This is an adaptation that they are making due to the lack of males. They're being found in big groups, all female, reproducing all females. Now this is another snake that typically and regularly reproduces the normal way when they have access to males. But when they don't have access to males, they'll just put out carbon copies of themselves. And we've seen this in a couple cases where like females are captured from the wild and brought into captivity and kept at like zoos and stuff like that. That's where we see it most commonly, is the females that are kept in zoos. They'll drop all female offspring. It's kind of amazing. And I think as far as like adaptations go, this one, it really works. It's really good, right? When there are a lack of males, they can still reproduce. And I think that's amazing. The whole bloodlines won't just disappear. They still get to carry on in hopes to maybe find another male in the future. And if not, then I think the cycle just continues, right? And this is a relatively common animal in North America out here, right? And there are many people working with them. So yeah, copperheads, man. It's I didn't even know this was happening with these animals, and there are many others that are doing this also, which is kind of wild. Coming in at number 2 on the list, the Chinese water dragon. Yeah, this is a relatively new discovery also. I had no idea. And this is a common reptile that we all work with. I don't work with them, but I want to in the future. Now, at the Smithsonian Zoo, we had a female laying all female clutch of eggs. Now, and I don't want to hear, oh, Smith, when they brought her in from the wild, she was gravid. This is impossible, because they brought this animal in at 3 to 4 months old or something like that. They had no intention on breeding her. She was just on display as an ambassador animal for the species. They said they weren't going to breed because they're common. You know, there's a lot of them out there. They were, in fact, not surprised when she laid eggs, because this happens commonly in females that are mature. They will lay dud eggs. But they were surprised when they realized that all the eggs were fertile. So they incubated them and hatched out all female. It's crazy. Like I said, Chinese water dragons are relatively easy to find. There are a lot of people working with them. Some better than others. I see some really, really nice Chinese water dragon setups. They co-have them with some other animal. It's really dope how they do it. Check them out on TikTok, man. These enclosures are insane. But yeah, I had no idea that the Chinese water dragon also had this ability. The Komodo dragon has that ability too, which is absolutely terrifying, because those animals are too big to be pulling magic stunts like that. This is crazy. And coming in last on this list of dope things that exist, mourning geckos. They need no explanation, right? Everybody keeps mourning geckos. In fact, some people keep mourning geckos because they reproduce. Like I said, no males needed. There are no males. Some people breed them for like feeder purposes, so I think that's absolutely insane. I can't see it, but in some cases you have like snakes that'll only eat lizards and frogs and things like that. So somebody's got to do it. More power to you if you're one of those people. But yeah, mourning geckos, and these animals you can keep together. You can put them in relatively small setups, or you can put them in really big, elaborate setups. It's probably something that I would do. Put them in like a 3x3 or something like that. Give them a little bit of space. That way you can plant an environment and really give these animals what they deserve. They're absolutely amazing. Easy to find in the hobby. You can find them in groups and troves on Morph Market right now. You probably get a group of like 20 of them. Really cheap. I don't know the price off the top of my head, right? But I do know that you can find them right now. Go to Morph Market and look right now. I'm pretty sure somebody has them. Captive bred. Awesome, amazing animal, right? And before we go, as a little bonus, out here in Florida, we found some cottonmouths that are doing the same thing, reproducing parthenogenically. And I heard anacondas have that ability. These animals can't be stopped at all. Anacondas have the same ability to reproduce without a male. Put out all females. Insane. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. I'm your boy Smith, man. This is All Things Living. I know you could have been anywhere else on the planet, but you decided to be here with me, and that means a lot. Thanks. Anyways, I'm out.